Parties, of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
This isn't going to end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
In a world where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to wait and see. It's coming up soon.
In a stunning 90-minute courtroom session, Justin Baldoni flipped the script on Blake Lively in ways no one could have predicted. What started as a seemingly routine legal showdown has now spiraled into one of Hollywood's most shocking and chaotic battles. With her career, her fortune, and even her family's legacy hanging in the balance, Blake's legal team is desperately trying to contain the damage. But why does it seem like every move they make backfires? And could this be the start of a catastrophic downfall that no one saw coming? You know Blake Lively, the stunning actress, the style icon, and the one half of Hollywood's golden couple alongside Ryan Reynolds. On the surface, everything seemed perfect for Blake, who's been riding high for years, basking in both critical acclaim and commercial success. But behind the glitz and glamour, something much darker has been brewing. Enter Justin Baldoni, the actor and director best known for his heartfelt work on shows like Jane the Virgin.
Actor-director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
While Justin and Blake appeared to come from different Hollywood worlds, their lives collided in the most unexpected way, inside a courtroom. What started as a relatively low-profile legal matter between the two stars has snowballed into a massive, high-stakes battle. And in just 90 minutes of a crucial court hearing, Justin managed to deal a blow so devastating that Blake and her legal team are still reeling from it. But how did we even get here? It all began months ago when Blake filed a massive $250 million lawsuit against Justin, accusing him of misconduct so severe that it could have crippled his career forever. She claimed Justin's actions had damaged her reputation beyond repair. But Justin? He wasn't just going to sit back and take it. Instead, he launched a staggering $400 million countersuit, accusing Blake of something even more shocking: extortion and defamation. Overnight, this case transformed from a typical Hollywood dispute to a battle of titanic proportions. The stakes? Career-ending damage, financial ruin, and most importantly, a complete loss of public trust, something both Blake and Justin had spent years building.
The lawyer also brought up the website that was put out this weekend, saying Blake's lawyer also complained about Justin Baldoni's new website dedicated to the case, telling the judge they think this is improper. Brian Friedman, his lawyer, defended this, saying that Blake's team is doing the same thing, citing the New York Times article where Blake first made her sexual harassment claims against Justin. He says the paper only gave Justin 12 hours of notice.
Blake Lively's original lawsuit painted a picture of a woman fighting to protect her reputation. But as the details of Justin's countersuit came to light, things began to look much murkier. According to sources close to the case, Justin's legal team uncovered evidence suggesting that Blake had not only fabricated key parts of her claims but had done so in a calculated attempt to destroy Justin's career. The allegations were explosive. Could one of Hollywood's most beloved stars really be capable of such cold-blooded manipulation? As the courtroom drama intensified, the media and fans alike couldn't help but be pulled into the intrigue. Every new piece of information seemed to contradict the image of Blake that the public had come to know and love.
Counsel for Miss Lively has made it clear that Miss Lively does not want Mr. Friedman to be the attorney who takes her deposition. We are unaware of any situation that would warrant the deposed party to have a choice in which attorney takes her deposition. Parties to litigation simply do not have the right to decide which of the other opponent's attorneys may or may not take their deposition or perform any other aspects of the opposing party's case. And essentially, the judge agreed and told her lawyer that she does not get to choose who deposes her.
Was it possible that the Gossip Girl star wasn't as innocent as she appeared? For Justin, this wasn't just a legal matter, it was personal. He knew his career was on the line. But more than that, he knew that Blake's lawsuit had the potential to ruin not just his professional life but his personal reputation as well. For months, the tension built, and both sides prepared for what would be one of the most intense legal battles Hollywood had ever seen. And then came the pivotal courtroom moment. As Justin and Blake's legal teams gathered for a hearing that was supposed to be just another routine step in the process, everything changed. Justin's lawyer, Brian Fredman, known for his aggressive take-no-prisoners approach, came out swinging. From the very first moments, Fredman set the tone for the day. He was not there to play nice. In fact, Fredman had publicly vowed to sue Blake into oblivion, and judging by his performance in the courtroom, he was doing just that. Blake's legal team was clearly caught off guard. Their first major move was to file for a gag order, attempting to silence Fredman and prevent him from publicly discussing the case any further. They hoped to muzzle Justin's team and stop them from gaining public sympathy. But Fredman wasn't having it. With a fiery argument, he convinced the judge that Blake's request was nothing more than a desperate attempt to control the narrative.
Listen to me, Blake Lively. Tap out. Tap out. Call Uncle right now. Please take my advice. I don't feel like I am like octagon side, UFC fight, and you're like, oh my gosh, is this guy's neck gonna get snapped? Please just tap out. Be done. Be done with this. Ref, please call Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds out. Just call this out. Because I'm telling you, they are not going to win this.
And the judge agreed. In a shocking ruling, the judge denied Blake's request for a gag order, handing Justin his first major courtroom victory. But what made this moment so devastating for Blake wasn't just the legal loss, it was the optics. The media pounced on the ruling, spinning it as a sign that Blake had something to hide. Suddenly, the story wasn't just about Blake suing Justin, it was about Blake trying to silence him. And in Hollywood, perception is everything. But the legal showdown wasn't the only battlefield. While Blake was fighting to control the narrative in the courtroom, Justin was launching a full-blown PR campaign of his own. In a move that left Blake's team fuming, Justin launched a website dedicated entirely to the case. The site promised to publish every legal document, every piece of evidence, and every video that would help Justin prove his side of the story.
We're going to move as quickly as we possibly can and prove our innocence in a world where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
It was a masterstroke. By taking the battle online, Justin wasn't just fighting in the courtroom, he was taking the case directly to the public. Blake's lawyers were furious, accusing Justin of trying to manipulate public opinion and gain sympathy from his fans. But Fredman, always one step ahead, reminded the court that Blake herself had gone to the media first. After all, it was her team that had leaked details of the lawsuit to the press. If Blake could control the narrative, why shouldn't Justin be allowed to defend himself? Once again, the judge sided with Justin. Blake's legal team was left scrambling, trying to figure out how to counter the growing public support for Justin. With every new piece of evidence Justin uploaded to his site, the court of public opinion seemed to shift further in his favor. As the case hurtled toward trial, things only got worse for Blake. Her legal team was clearly rattled by Fredman's aggressive tactics, and their next move seemed to confirm that they were losing control of the situation. In a shocking twist, Blake's lawyers filed a motion to prevent Fredman from questioning Blake during her deposition. The move raised more than a few eyebrows. After all, why would Blake's team be so desperate to keep Fredman away from her unless they were worried about what she might reveal under pressure? The motion was a last-ditch effort to protect Blake from what could be a disastrous deposition. But once again, the judge wasn't swayed. He ruled that Blake had no right to dictate who would question her during the deposition. Fredman would get his chance to go head-to-head with Blake, and there was nothing her lawyers could do to stop it. With this ruling, the tide seemed to be turning completely in Justin's favor. Blake's team had suffered yet another humiliating defeat, and the public was starting to ask the tough questions. What was Blake so afraid of? What secrets was she hiding? And could Justin be the real victim in this legal battle after all? But the legal battles and public relations war weren't the only things at stake. The financial implications of this lawsuit are astronomical. Blake's original lawsuit demanded $250 million from Justin, a sum that would have been devastating for the actor and director. But Justin's countersuit is for $400 million, a figure so staggering that it could cripple Blake and Ryan's fortune. Let's put that into perspective. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, one of Hollywood's power couples, are worth a combined $300 million, give or take. That includes their sprawling real estate, their successful business ventures, and their lucrative acting careers. But if Justin wins his case, he could wipe out everything they've built together. A $400 million payout wouldn't just hurt Blake, it could financially devastate her family. And for Blake, who has spent years cultivating an image of perfection, this kind of financial ruin would be an unimaginable disaster. Hollywood insiders are already speculating about what this could mean for the couple's future. Would Ryan Reynolds stand by his wife if she's responsible for the loss of their fortune? Would Blake's career ever recover if she's forced to file for bankruptcy? The fallout from this case could reshape not just Blake's life, but the entire Hollywood landscape. As the case continues, one thing is clear: Justin Baldoni is gaining momentum and Blake Lively is struggling to keep up. With every courtroom victory, Justin is not only winning legal points, he's also winning over the public. His website continues to garner attention, and more people are starting to see him as the victim of a vicious attack by Blake. Meanwhile, Blake's team is faltering. Every legal defeat chips away at her carefully crafted image, and the public is starting to see a different side of her, one that's far less glamorous and far more desperate. Her once perfect reputation is crumbling before our eyes, and if things continue down this path, Blake may face a downfall unlike anything Hollywood has seen in years. So, what's next in this explosive legal drama? Will Blake Lively fight to the bitter end, risking her career, her fortune, and her family's legacy in the process? Or will she cut her losses and try to salvage what's left of her public image before it's too late? One thing's for sure, this courtroom battle is far from over. With each passing day, the stakes get higher, the drama gets messier, and the possibility of a catastrophic downfall for one of Hollywood's biggest stars looms larger. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of what could be one of the most shocking celebrity scandals in history.